this one's from one of these boats that are out here. They're illegal fishing, and they hang lures off them. So they'll let it go out one part, and it'll float out there. Then they'll run lures along it, and then they'll have it outside here again, another one like that. So when they do get tangled up, they just cut them off. So you find them, every beach is you find these here laying around. For them to be caught up in ghost nets, fishing lines like that, it's just sad, you know, like they don't deserve that. You know what I mean? Like they come back to where they were born. So they come back here and they think they're gonna have a good life, but something like this happens. They walk up the beach and get tangled up. Before, we've never found them like that, you know? Yeah, we've never found them stuck in nets, stuck in things, but as time's been going, like probably the last 20 years or so, you know, coming up 20, 15 years, they're all starting now. But yeah, it's just a little young one, probably hasn't even laid its first eggs. All of us here that work from all Mapoon ranges, we're all from this community. So this is our traditional land, our home, so we have to clean it up, you know. It's a never-ending thing, but we've got Sea Shepherd to help us clean up for this week here. And we've already got 2 big skip bins full of rubbish. Today when the tide goes down, you'll probably get another one. So there's 3 in the last 3 days. You see what's in these bags that you get. You see most of them are plastic bottles. Bottles that come, you know, some of these bottles we don't even sell in Australia. You know, there's not much rubbish that comes up, plus ghost nets they use. There's heaps of ghost nets. See all the ropes. You've got oil drums that wash up on the beach. All nets, all ropes that people just discard out there. And it kills our environment. It kills our wildlife here. Like we're allowed to hunt those animals here, turtles, dugongs, but now that it's with so much rubbish being on the beaches, so much ghost nets, we have to go further and further out to hunt to get our traditional foods. Today it's just rubbish as far as the eye could see. You know? The turtles eat it, then the fish start to pick up plastics thinking that they're fish, and then we eat it. Then when we consume it, we've got that toxins in us, then you know we get sick.
If plastic is around in the ocean, crustaceans and tiny species starting to settle on it. They are finding it as a nice little reef, kind of, in the ocean. But then the bigger fish are coming and they want to eat from them. So they start nibbling the plastic, and then it's also degrading much faster because it's entering the fish, it's entering our food chain and everything. And it's shocking because you read about it, and then you are here on the beach and you find these pieces and they are everywhere, and you can just imagine it. I mean, it's like half the size of the original. All the rest is maybe somewhere spread down, degraded into tiny particles, and it's just everywhere. Coming here, you see so many animals around, so many birds and insects around. And then you're just here and it's completely trashed and it's full of plastic, and you know that it's not good for the wildlife and for the environment. And yeah, it's just overwhelming that you are in this remote, beautiful spot and then you find this much of plastic and trash, and it feels like you're fighting against something endlessly.
seeing this volume of rubbish. It's just disgusting. Like, it's just kilometre after kilometre of rubbish everywhere. We're finding just the same products over and over again, and they're all made by the same producers. We're finding, you know, Johnson & Johnson, we're finding Danone. Just to see it everywhere here with no responsibility from the producers to clean this up is just shocking. They're making the money from this, and you know, it's rangers and people in remote communities that have the least resources to deal with this situation are the ones that are left to deal with it. What's driving all of us on is, you know, trying to save the precious marine and bird life that we are seeing here. And it's the right thing to do, you know. I think that's why we're all here.
Plastic can do a lot of damage. You know, you clean it up and then the next minute next year you come and there's more, you know. While you're cleaning the beaches, it's really sad. I got really emotional and really touched and think, wow, you know, that's why I want to be a ranger. I've done a lot of work with the elders, gathering stories. And they talk about back in their days, you know, how they were, you know, everything was clean back in those days, and you know, and then seeing it now is like so totally different of their stories, how they grew up into what we are in modern day today. Yeah, we have story places from the sea country. My story, Barramundi, it sits in Port Musgrave, so we want people to know that there are story places and totems that live not only on the land, but on sea country as well. And that's what we want to protect. You know, we want to protect our story places, our totems. The sea country is our resources for our people because they hunt traditionally, people go fishing. We live off it, we live off the water. The sea feeds us. And if we don't look after the sea country, well, what's the use? You know, the sea can get sick, so can we. Just like we get sick, land gets sick. Well, sea gets sick, we get sick. We just want to leave it as it is. The beauty of Mapoon area.
They shift everybody up the north, up the NPA, the place for New Mapoon. They call it Hidden Valley. And as they're going along here, as they turned around, they're seeing all those smokes. Go along and lit the houses up. They had all, you know, police. They brought in police and that to push everybody out. Yeah, and yeah, chained them up, you know, they had chains and that, chained them up like animals, you know. And yeah, just lit the houses. Yeah. Yeah, I remember my grandmother, like, she was one of them, but she was in a teenager then, and yeah, it's a bit sad then. They chased them off so they can start their mining, you know, getting all the minerals. In like, what, 60 years, they're still mining. But now, like, you see Mapoon today, now it's starting to build up as like back, you know, as a community again. And that's why we are like, you know, we're coming back and, you know, we're showing the old people that we're here. Like, you know, we're here now, we're surviving now. And all the other stuff that happened back, you know, back in the past, I think it's more that we just gotta look to the future now. Like what happened back then, it happened there, but you know, we got future to look after. And like I want to come out here, like, you know, I bring my kids out here. And, you know, they'll be able to come out here and camp, like, you know, they'll camp on that country with no rubbish. So, yeah. And probably like my ancestors or grandmother and that, they're probably looking down and, you know, they're feeling proud. Look at it. That's good, you know, come out there and look after your country. You know? I mean, we all live on this land and that, but, you know, we gotta look after it. Yeah. Yeah. It's like putting pressure on us. Like, yeah, putting a lot of pressure on us. Every year, every month, you know, we gotta come along and clean up. Like, yeah, like I said, like, it's not only gonna be this year, it's probably next year, you know, probably a month after, you know, probably 4 or 5 days later on, you know, we're here cleaning up, we come back, rubbish up on the shore again, yeah. Yeah, it makes me, like, you know, it makes me sad when I do see this, like, happening every year. Yeah. I guess so we just gotta learn to live with it, and yeah. We got no choice. Like, I got no choice. I have to come out here. It's our responsibility to. Even if the plastic keep coming, I'll keep coming.